new troops buff in the battle report, we have normal attack, skill damage, and counterattack now showing in the troops buff from any battle report. I'm gonna go ahead and test some pairs because I want to know if some of the skills from commanders are actually stacking. For example, I want to know if Sansa and YSG stacks. I want to know if Charles and Richard stacks. And I want to know if normal attack stacks, which commanders that have normal attack increase. Let's go ahead and let's find out in this video if these skills will stack and how are they actually working. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. My name is Legend Ronnie and today I just found out that there is new buffs on the battle reports when you go to check the troops buff. For example, when you want to take out a march from your city, I have Charles Martel and Richard selected. There is a couple of information that you can find out by just clicking over here on the button that says more. When you scroll down, it says all damage, which that is from VIP 17. Healing effect, my Richard is 5111, so it's only 10%. Normal attack, that's from the talents. Then you have skill damage, that's because I have a design with 5% skill damage. Counterattack damage bonus, 35.5%. That's 30% from Charles Martel. That's 4% from Richard, and that's 1.5% from the defense talent tree. Damage to barbarians, damage reduction, skill damage reduction, action points recovery, and what else. Now, after I attacked a barbarian with both Richard and Charles Martel, and after that I attacked only with Charles Martel because I wanted to know if the skills are stacking. When I went with Charles Martel and Richard, I got 42% counterattack damage. When I went with only Charles Martel, I got 38% counterattack damage. So that's totally different numbers than when I tried to take the march out that I'm seeing over here on the battle report. You're probably wondering, where do I get the normal attack? 6.5%, 10% skill damage on Charles and Richard? Like, what the hell? The way it shows over here on the troops buff is VIP 17 is divided 5% normal attack, 5% skill damage, and 5% counterattack. That's the first thing. The second thing, normal attack counts as counterattack as well. Isn't that crazy? That is super crazy. Because you're probably wondering, how do I got 42% counterattack damage? The easiest way to do the math, how I got 42% counterattack damage, is we have 1.5% on the spiked armor, we have 1.5% on the double-headed axe, which says normal attack, but again, it counts as counterattack, which I didn't know. I'm not sure if you all know, but if you didn't know, just let me know in the comment section below if you knew that normal attack also counts as counterattack. So that's 3%. Then I get 5% from the VIP 17. That's 8%. Then I get 4% more from Richard. That's 12%. And I get 30% from Charles Martel. And that brings me to 42%. Exactly what I have on this image that I'm showing you right here, 42%. When I went without Richard, because I wanted to make sure if the skills that give the same benefits from the second in command stacks, you notice that is minus 4%. Now I went a little bit more into it with two commanders that increase a lot of normal attack damage. That is Herman and that is Joan of Arc. You're noticing the skill damage also shows us 21%, but I'm gonna detail about the skill damage when I'm gonna get to Sansu and YSG, because that's probably also what a lot want to know and a lot are interested in. 41.5% normal attack damage, counter attack damage 41.5%. That's quite a big one, right? A lot of numbers. Why is the normal attack same as counter attack? I'm not sure if this is because the troops buff display, these three stats is new, it's probably not showing correct, or this is correct and we just didn't know that normal attack also counts as counter attack. When I went with just Herman, I'm not sure if you're noticing, but there is a 25% normal attack damage missing. And that's also the counterattack, because that is exactly what the 4 skill from Joan of Arc does, increase normal attack damage by 25%. Doesn't say anything about the counterattack. If you're wondering, how is it 41.5%? Joan of Arc gives 25%, Herman gives 10%, that brings me to 35%. I got another 5% from VIP 17, That brings me to 40%. And then is another 1.5% from Hermann's talent tree, the rapid fire, which apparently normal attack also counts as counterattack. So that's how I got to 41.5%. Now this is the second test that I have done, so I have a couple of things that I need to explain regarding this. For example, as you're looking at Joan of Arc, increase normal attack damage of troops led by this commander by 25%. This is not a conditional skill, or this is not a conditional talents, because as we've seen, talents also count. They also show on the troops buff. There is conditional talents, and when I going into Hermann's and look into his talents, all for one, this is a conditional talent. After the primary commander uses a skill, active skill damage of the secondary commander is increased by 6%. So it does have a condition. It doesn't increase all the time. But when you look at tactical mastery, troops led by this commander deal 3% increase skill damage. This is 100% happening all the time. Then you have Venomous Sting, because you're probably, how did I get 21%? This is how the 11% difference is. Increase active skill damage of primary and secondary commander by 8%. This is the 11% difference that you've seen on the picture. When you're looking at 21%, another 5% is from the skill and another 5% is from VIP 17. That's a total of 21% skill damage increase. Now the cherry on top of the cake is Sun Tzu and YSG. That's their skill stacks and how much do they have together. Let's go ahead and let's have a look. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 91% skill damage with Sun Tzu and YSG together. Without Sun Tzu, there is a 71% skill damage. It's pretty obvious where 70% comes from when we're looking at the 91% value. Just Sun Tzu and YSG is purely 70% over there, and we already talked on Hermann. Where do we got the 21%? It's 3% from the talents plus another 8 from the talents, that's 11, 5 from the design that I have, and 5 from VIP 17. Altogether, it's around 91 skill damage. Now there is something that I need to show you regarding this. My YSG has the Pendant of Eternal Night. Now this blows my mind. It doesn't show in the truth buff, meaning that all the equipment that we have, it might just now show in the truth buff. Or it does. I have no freaking idea. The Pendant of Eternal Night is 5% skill damage. I should have had 96% skill damage, because with Hermann I had 21, right? Is the same talents. And with YSG, I only have 91, which is the extra 50 and 20% from Sun Tzu. The Pendant of Eternal Night did not count as the skill damage. Now, I'm believing, and I'm trying to understand from this, that the equipment is conditional. It's considered as conditional stats. There is a very high chance that maybe the stats don't even show, or maybe the pendant, it doesn't even work. Who knows if it doesn't show there? I mean, I'm personally speechless about this. And now I want to dig in a little bit more regarding normal attack and counterattack damage, because we have already seen that normal attack apparently on the truth buff counts as counterattack as well. When you go into the Forge is Greatest Glory. Increase normal attack damage plus 5%. Now in theory, if normal attack counts as counterattack as well, this should be 5% normal attack and 5% counterattack damage. And going further, it should have way more value than Vengeance, which only grants 8% counterattack damage. Normal attack is way higher numbers than counterattack. So if you get 5% normal and 5% counter, it means that Vengeance is kinda useless. But the problem is, if the Pendant of Eternal Night didn't show in the troops buff as 5% skill damage, how can we know the Greatest Glory will show? How can we know it will actually increase the counterattack? Is the Pendant of Eternal Night broken and is not showing? This is answer that I can't answer you, but at least we know that the skills that are not conditioned, so please try to understand, skills that are not conditioned, they do show up. If I'm gonna show you some of the commanders, YSG, 50% skill damage, pretty flat. But then you look at Attila and you have his 4 skill. Bonus damage, 50 bonus damage, 100% with a 25% chance. This is conditioned damage. It has a chance to go in and it only lasts for 2 turns. It's all conditional. You have Edward of Vostok. For 2 seconds after using an active skill, all normal attack and counterattack damage plus 50% increase. Now the question is over here, because this is crazy, right? If normal attack counts as counterattack, does that mean that Edward has 100% counterattack damage increase? Right? This is questions that we need answers to. Probably this troops buff thingy is right at the beginning. Right now it's right after the patch notes. Maybe the normal attack doesn't really count as counterattack, or maybe it does. Hopefully at some point we get some answers regarding it. I'm gonna have to ask the support as well. I'm gonna send them the picture and I'm gonna ask them if normal attack also counts as counterattack. If I get some answer, I'll make sure to post them on Discord. I'm not gonna do another video about that. Or probably you have support as well and you can ask them yourself. For me, this is great news, and at least I found out a couple of things, a couple of very interesting things regarding this, because I believe that this was a huge enigma for everyone. We didn't know if, for example, counterattack damage from two commanders stack, right? We didn't know if skill damage from two commanders in the same march stack, right? At least now we know that they do stack, and we got some things out of the way. Now I hope you find this video very helpful. Until next time, this is your boy Legendary signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there.